How does a Virgo man test you? Virgos are notorious for their obsession with details. This perfectionist sign is ruled by Mercury and is about communication. They belong to the earth element that represents the need for foundation but remains adaptable. In astrology, Virgo manages the sixth house, which is about service, daily activities, and health. Virgo men are critical, intimidating, and attentive. As a perfectionist, the Virgo man will test you by your work ethic. For a Virgo man, he seeks quality over quantity. He will appreciate a partner that is organized and values cleanliness. These men are responsible and reliable, and he wants to see these qualities reflected through you. If you are looking for more in-depth training to truly understand your Virgo man, to understand what his behaviors mean, what he likes and dislikes, then also check out Virgo Man Secrets. It's a Virgo man for dummies, so to speak. You'll find the link in the description below. Profile of a Virgo man. The Virgo man is detail-oriented. You might be doing your job as usual, but he will always find something to improve on. Like most of the earth signs, he is very patient and is willing to do the hard work to accomplish something he wants. Often, Virgo men tend to overthink. They rely more on their logical side than allowing their emotions to get the best of them. Despite being ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication, they do not really get to express their feelings well. They are also able to consider the most likely outcome first before deciding on anything. They are often misunderstood because of their impulse to improve others, thus getting a bad reputation for having too much to say. They are all about service. Virgo needs to have a purpose in life and wants to fill that role. They always put their loved ones first before them. Virgo men are selfless, as these men keep a humble front and do not like to boast their accomplishments. Virgo men may seem pessimistic at times. They have already thought of all the possible ways for something to go wrong before it has even started. Although they are not the most outgoing signs, the Virgo man is one of the best family men in the zodiac. If you want to lock him down and win his heart, we strongly recommend getting inside his head with a guide like Virgo Man Secrets. Click the link in the description. 7 ways a Virgo man will test you. 1. He will test your patience with him. Virgo men can always be found overwhelmed at work. They have a work ethic that is dedicated and will not mind taking extra hours to accomplish a task. A Virgo's mentality feels like, if you can't do it well, I'll do it myself. They lose sight of the endgame and are absorbed by their day-to-day activities. He might prioritize his workplace over his dating life. Virgo men need a partner that understands. He doesn't like clingy personalities. He wants someone who can let him do his thing and give him confidence that she will greet him when he comes home. Virgo men move slow when it comes to commitments. It takes a great deal of patience before he will fully trust you. He is not the initiator and would wait for you to make a move instead. 2. He tests you with his controlling tendencies. Virgo men can have control issues. Virgos like having things go according to plan. He might have high expectations on the people around him. He likes to plan things in advance. For Virgo, control is a virtue, and he may not always realize the stress that he puts on other people due to his behavior. The Virgo man can be insecure when it comes to love. Even if you have won his heart already, it will not stop his controlling nature. It is part of who he is. You would have to live by his constant suggestions and hopefully find a way not to get offended by some of it. 3. He tests you with his critical personality. Since you wanted to be with a Virgo man, you would have to understand that your Virgo man will give you feedback all the time. You might think that he's being critical with you, but in reality, he is more critical of himself. Virgos have minds that see the potential in everything and everyone. He curses himself by bestowing the responsibility of feeling like it's his duty to make the world a better place. Ironically, they forget to work on their own problems by taking everyone else's problems with them. You would have to remind them to love themselves first. The saying, "You can't pour from an empty cup," applies here. 4. He tests you by observing if you are lying. Virgos have a gift of memory, especially since they are all about details. He will not forget anything you may have said or supposed to bring. It is just that they might not care enough about you to say it up front so that feelings don't get hurt. For the Virgo man, honesty is the best policy. But they also know how to discern when someone wants the truth or not. Virgos, despite their exterior, have an uneasy feeling when they sense they will hurt someone they care about. 5. He tests your sanity. It is close to impossible to have a relaxing day with a Virgo. Their minds are always overanalyzing something or some situation. They always need to be checking a task off their list. They have this innate need to make sure whatever they do has a purpose or is productive. If you are free-spirited and live for adventure, a Virgo might be challenging for you. The good news is, there is a way to know if he is comfortable with you. If he has actually allowed himself to relax when you're around, then you know he's comfortable with you. 6. He tests your loyalty. It might come as a surprise, but Virgo men are possessive. Virgo keeps their feelings at bay. But, when they get jealous you will feel it in bursts of anger out of the blue. As an earth sign, they are territorial but may not always get to express this to their loved ones. Virgo men put fidelity first. If they start feeling like their love is one-sided, they can easily kick you out of their life. When a Virgo has moved on, it is difficult or maybe impossible to convince them to take you back. 7. He tests if you are superficial. Virgo men dislike conceited people. They don't like it when someone acts with a sense of entitlement. These men are not superficial. They appreciate things that people normally miss in detail. They are used to being called judgmental, but they don't mind because they know their intentions are good. Take care to make yourself humble. They don't like people who boast. They don't like attention seekers. He likes to keep a quiet profile in life. If you're realizing you need to know a lot more about how your Virgo man operates, so you don't slip up, check out Virgo Man Secrets. It's chock full of practical advice and real-world tips women use to build a happy, successful relationship with the Virgo guys in their lives. And, pass their every test. Click the link in the description. If you are enjoying this video, make sure to smash the like button. Is your Virgo man testing you? Final thoughts? The Virgo man will test you based on your work ethics. Virgo men are happiest when they feel useful. It is difficult for them to let their minds stay still. They are overthinkers and want to be with someone that keeps them grounded. He would want to be with someone who makes him feel like he is fulfilling a purpose. Detail-oriented, Virgos appreciate partners that value acts of service as a love language. They are self-critical. And sometimes it can project on the people around them. You would need to be patient with your Virgo man. He is loyal, devoted, and easily the sign that never gives up on his partner. Most of the time, they only let go if you have decided to leave them. As perfectionists, don't get offended when he tries to correct you. That's simply a way to show that he cares. If you've enjoyed this video and want more, make sure to like and subscribe. Comment in the box below that you've subscribed, and I'll do my best to reply.